So Venus went into Leo, guys. I'm sitting up here with these glasses on, and I'm like, I'm so happy I finally got my glasses back. They're just like my disguise glasses, so I can focus when I get into these videos. So I just like, but now that I got them back, they're cute. But Venus is in Leo. So let's see what the collective message is for Venus and Leo. Why not? We've had it in Cancer for the last couple of weeks, so we were all in our feelings. We're nurturing our feelings, attracting or earning in some way, shape, or form from home or through family members. Now, it's all about your creativity. The inner child. My eyes just glitch. Guys, I am tripping using this camera. But I also told y'all I was about to get a new background. I'm not playing. So I'm not at my final destination yet, of course, because, I tell y'all about my Saturn all the time. Y'all gonna see this background change until I get to my compound that is not in the United States. But Saturn has certain limitations and restrictions and stuff, and that's a tale for another video. I want to focus on something amazing today, which is where you're going to be attracting. What energy is coming out of the Venus in Leo transit. And I'm going to use my Enchanted Map deck for this one, because it's the one that sort of tells you things like a compass. I figured that would be the best way to see we're all being guided at this time. So can I get a Venus and Leo message? I feel so funny doing this. Like, should I back up more? Like, I'm like just a talking head. I'm in my little Mormon Jehovah's Witness dress that I wear. It just makes me feel so comfortable. My grandmother and most of my family were Jehovah's Witnesses when I was growing up, so we always had to wear stuff that was pretty much like sacks. So when I saw this in Walmart one day, it's just straight up and down. Look at the design. I was like, oh my goodness, this is such an ode to my childhood and all the ugly clothes I had to wear. I have to do it for this job. I don't know. It just feels, to go from being forced to be Jehovah's Witness and Catholic to being a tarot reader just really feels like my inner child is very happy about this. So what is Venus and Leo doing for the whole collective? Solitude. I thought we were getting out of solitude. Sorry, guys. So, it looks like there will be some solitude in your home as you are learning more about something in particular. And this is supposed to be for everybody. There is something that is going to come along that is going to make you want to spend some time by yourself in your home. Is this shadow work? I did say inner child. That's one of the major themes. But it looks like, or it feels like, because it doesn't look like from this combination that you can get anything. It's like sit in the tower by yourself and read, right? But what it feels like intuitively is a time to unravel the pieces of you, particularly your heart. Leo does, I said Rio. Can we go to Rio? Anyway, Leo does rule the heart chakra, right? So if you are being forced into a place where you are learning something, it seems like you are unraveling whatever the threads are that has you keeping your heart to yourself or your heart bound. And this is not only romantic, guys. You can be in a completely committed relationship, like romantically, and still be doing a job you hate, right? If something in your heart is thrown off, your whole wave, your heart wave is thrown off. So the next card, by the way, was come together. It was a heart on it, right? But I started getting that. And I've been doing a whole lesson today. If you're on the Facebook page, I'll make sure to link this on there. But I was explaining how your auric field is like, let's focus on 7 layers, right? Each one of those layers is connected to one of your chakras. When one of your chakras is not working properly, it throws off one of the layers of your magnet, and you start bringing chaos into that area of your life. If your heart has been broken or damaged, or you're not really ready to open it, or it's weak because stuff has happened, whatever the case may be, you have been attracting a love that is not in alignment with what you're supposed to have. So I'm feeling like this beam of energy that is going to come down and hit your heart area, right, is actually going to be helping to unravel. And you see how they're like waves, beams coming out of this? Unravel whatever has you floating below the vibration of love. Because love is like right under joy, or it might be above joy. Either way, it's one of the highest vibrations you can have. When you are in the energy of love, like loving what you eat, loving where you live, loving what you do for your career, loving the person you're with, all that sort of stuff, it is the highest attraction energy that there is. If there is something off with your heart chakra, something usually childhood oriented, but you know, you can get your heart broken at any time. But there's something extremely difficult about healing like childhood heart stuff, because you had to pinpoint exactly what age it happened, what the case was. I've been using Hellenistic astrology and perfections to help people with this. Like I have a client that did have a heart wound that she's currently being forced to work through. But when I looked at her chart, I could see that it first started at 5 and then 7 and then 8 she completely shut down, because you can tell the different ages through the perfection charts. But imagine an 8 is on this card too. Trippy. So imagine there's something happening at 8. You didn't even remember that, and you're trying to figure out why you keep coming into relationships where the person is avoidant, but they're avoidant because there was a part of you that you were never really ready to give up anyway, because it was yet undiscovered. If there is something that is yet undiscovered, I'm getting in your heart, in your energy, it's a piece of your personality that you have been blocking out, anything that you have been gatekeeping for yourself in regards to other people because of something that happened during childhood or some heart wounds that occurred here, that's about to be brought back up for you in some way, shape, or form. Triggered or triggering you into this. Why am I like this energy? That's what this makes me feel like. You sitting down with your chart or a journal or a notebook or just something and asking yourself, why am I like this? And this could be for better or worse. You could be just realizing like, holy crap, I've been letting myself be treated horribly this whole time, only to realize I'm sort of awesome. But the gag on this come together card, because there's always a gag, right? Is 2 hearts merging into one big one. And what is that bird? A pelican. And I can't look this up because I am using my phone, trying something different, because I had been manifesting like a new turn in my content and stuff. And I was like taking my time walking through it, not even thinking about the fact that everything I manifest comes like, right? I went to log into my computer today and I couldn't access it. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to look at this as a setback. I stopped and I was like, what have I been manifesting that would have caused this? Taking your power back from victimhood is also a really big part of this Venus and Leo thing. Like, where were you a victim? Because yeah, some stuff happens out of your control, but how can you take your power back from it? Asking myself all the time, what is this trying to teach me, or what is this doing for me, or how is this connected to what I wanted for myself? Whether it looks positive or negative. Sometimes negative things push you into the direction of the right thing. Say, if you were driving full speed ahead, right? 100 miles per hour, and you're going towards your destination, GPS says it's on, you're good, right? But then suddenly, you realize, hold on, the GPS has been cut off for such and such miles, or whatever the case may be. I just lost myself that quick. Clearly, I wasn't supposed to use that as an example. But say you started using your intuition along the way and you didn't pay attention to that GPS. And it turns out that about 30 minutes ago, the GPS had went offline and it was still routing, but it was routing the wrong way because it was no longer connected to the Wi-Fi. And you had just been going the way that your intuition was taking you in the first place. And that was correct. Okay, that came back in. Somebody must have buzzed me for something, because I swear I could have it was a ping that came from somewhere else. And now I'm feeling like I need to pull for that, which is really weird. It messed up my whole train. I hope y'all still got the thing I was trying to convey with that. What was that message that just popped in my head? What was that message? That was wild. That's my little... Have the courage to discern, to dig deep into the truth of the situation. Nature therapy, which is like when you go outside and you ground. I like to do it in the rain. I'm always running outside when it's raining. But some people like to sit in the grass. They like to go to the beach. But, of course, here comes the inner child. It's like, what was that message? But I needed to address the fact that there are some things people have not been seeing clearly. This is in regards to this transit, right? A broken heart sometimes disconnects you from your body. It looks like in this case, this particular broken heart, or whoever I'm talking to, whatever this wave is, has been dealing with addictions, addictive behavior, sticking in situations that cause chaos to them. They have not been trying to see beyond that. Maybe because they're connected to that group or that energy, because that's what gave them comfort growing up. Either way, it's time to evolve. That's what this transit is sending out too. So we got two different waves that are going to do the same thing. Everybody is going to be looking into, why am I like this? Why do I love like this? Why? This for better or worse. That's what just caught me up. Like, why am I the way I am? And that could be a positive thing. Like, why am I so caring? Why have I attracted people that aren't caring? Whatever it is about your magnet. This is Venus, right? And your individuality. Leo is your unique self. Your sun is going to be triggered doing this. You're going to be looking back on all your relationships, all your connections. And this is not just romantic. This is platonic. This is parental. But it's in order to get more grounded in a real version of yourself. And you need this part for your heart to be sparked. So without an active heart chakra, your attractions are all off. It's a block. When your heart is closed, you are stuck in your lower chakras, which is like your reptilian experience, your base experience. This is survival energy. When your heart is open, you have access to your throat, which speaks the truth of all the rest of your chakras. Your third eye, and then your crown. Your crown is your connection to like God, right? Without the heart, you just out here sort of raw dogging life. You can think like, hey, I love A, B, C, and D. I got all this going on. But if it's like a truly closed heart, you're doing all that stuff on auto. And you won't know it until this Venus and Leo energy hits you. And you're like hit with I'm getting a massive feeling of emptiness, like a pit in your heart that like feels like it's in your stomach because you've been running on fumes of what you thought love should be, and you had never been actually filled in the way that was needed for your heart. So this is a reassessment of everybody's heart chakras, right? What do you provide to others? Honor that, honor yourself. What have you been receiving from others? Now that you've looked over all of that, what do you deserve to receive? Have you been getting it? Are you happy with it? What do you want to change? What do you want to attract? This is all about, this is a difficult one. Because your heart is your engine. But without correcting this, everything that you are trying to pull in towards yourself will be distorted. It'll be thrown off. So whatever uncomfortable feelings come up, guys, because everybody's going to have discomfort, whether you feel like you're a positive person in love or you're not. There's still a challenge for every chakra. Whatever your challenge has been is going to be brought back into fruition for you to re-examine, for you to take back more of your power from that situation. We are pulling out of the victimhood mentality with the North Node in Pisces, pulling us forward into our victor energy, which will be when the North Node is in Aquarius and the South Node is in Leo. So we have a little under a year left, guys. I hope this was handy. It was really awkward for me. I'm going to keep pushing myself to get more comfortable in front of this camera because I really don't have a choice anyway. Look, y'all, my little baby curl is coming in. Y'all are with me through everything. I really love you guys. Have a great day.